So, let's go ahead and just stop this video right here. I apparently don't know how to use my own cameras, and I can apparently turn the microphone off. So I have hours of footage of me doing work, as you can see currently, that has no audio with it. So this video is probably going to have a whole bunch of voiceover and just time lapses explaining what's going on. So sorry about that, but hopefully get it fixed.
Back in the trailer, you can see it over in the corner. But here in a second, we will go ahead and just lift this straight up off the sawhorses, spin it around, and set it right down on the trailer. Super easy.
Alright, so, there it is. There it is. Got my project here. This is going to be a intermittent between my project and a second project. This is a customer's truck. He contacted me. He tried putting the floor in it himself, well, parts of the floor, and just didn't like how it was turning out. Contacted me to take all of his work out and put a whole new floor in. We're going to end up putting a firewall in it. What else? Got to set the doors, rockers, cab corners. I don't know if you can tell, but he's already cut the cab corner off that side. That side, he's replaced it himself, but we'll go back through and do that a little bit better, or a lot better. But we'll see how it goes. And we got to get this sent out to the sandblaster so that they can get it going for me. All right, so let's talk about the good in this truck first. It's a 67 small window C20. It is a one visor truck, so we are a very low option truck here. What else? Roof is incredibly solid. Not much of anything wrong in the top side of the truck. The issue is that the customer, like I stated before, tried doing some work himself. Now the red X's I painted in there because we're going to send this out to a sandblaster, and they don't need to do any of this. They just need to sandblast my dash underneath, basically the outside of the truck. So out here, talking about the bad, we can see that we have cut the rockers completely off the truck. The floorboards are out of the truck. Obviously it's a high hump truck. He already replaced the floorboard over there, but we'll go back through and replace it, put a new firewall on, a new floor in. Obviously, we got to fix everything back here. We have a sizable dent right here. So we'll pull this back out. I have another one up here. It's not horrible, but we'll get it out. Fix everything that we have here. Hammer and dolly all of that out. We're not going to just slap some Bondo on it and move it down the road. We're going to hammer it out, do it the right way. Same thing with a couple of the other dents that we have back here. This side's not as bad, but you can see this here. Typically, this is the top of the bed rail slamming into the truck, and these here are the other bed bolts. So either the cab came loose and came back and was rubbing on the bed, or something along the lines of that. I'm going to bet more that the cab came loose, as in the floorboard rusted out. But he's already cut this off, so I get to figure out my patch, get all that lined up for that. And same thing over here. He's already put the patch in, but we're going to cut all this out and redo this so that way we have it done the way we want to here at Denny's Garage. So we'll see how it all goes. Alright, as you can see, I have it back from the sandblaster here. This is another great video I have with no audio on it. So, as you can see, the cab looks really good for everything that was blasted. You can see there's a little rust in the footwells, which was expected. They obviously didn't sandblast any of the red X's that I marked out. There was a actual couple different things that we found on the roof of this truck that we were not expecting whatsoever, but that is on par with that. You can see there's a little bit of Bondo on the inside in that corner over there. I think it actually was bent from the top because there's a ton of Bondo up over right there, right above it too. So it's a previous work, but we'll get that corrected. I don't know why I'm looking over there, but you know, hey. Right here anyway, you can see where the drip rails were broken, but we'll get all of those drip rails replaced here in a couple days. But this part is me cutting all of the bracing and Dad drilling out all of the spot welds for the firewall. We're going to get the firewall off, and then we'll drop the floor here in a little bit. All right, as you can see, we have the firewall off. What we've done is put some braces in across the center of the truck with a reference point to where the floor is at currently. We also tack in a little block in the back, so that way when we raise it up, we have at least a reference point where those are at. Obviously, we've taken some other measurements, but the big thing is getting our reference points in so that when we raise everything back up, it goes right back to where it is right here. So everything's tack welded in, so that way it doesn't move. Normally I run braces across the front up here, but this truck's floor pan on this side has been cut out for so long, I'm not confident that this truck is fully square where it should be. So we're going to get the floor in and then make everything fit to that. So it's kind of how it has to be because of this not being there for as long as it's been missing. So there's that. Let's see where this goes. All right, here you can see we're getting the floor out of it. It's going to fight me a little bit, but I will get it out of here in just a second. But one key thing to know about these trucks is right underneath the windshield is what I call the water box right here. And there's two seams underneath of it, and they are notorious for leaking. And this truck, those seams were pretty bad, so I spend a lot of time making sure that those get worked in and those seams get sealed up so that way there's no more water issues that are going to come in onto the floorboard. I've found this out through multiple trucks that I've done. So I'm getting these in here, and then to put the floor back in, I have a skid that basically sits on two scissor jacks, and it'll show up here, and I use that to lift the floor up into the truck. Now the key thing to this is I can basically do it by myself. I don't have to have somebody there. My dad's there right now with me, but I can lift this up by myself. You'll see in a moment that we fight it a little bit because the A-posts of the cab had actually pulled together, and that is generally because the floorboard had been out of it for so long. But I'm able to get that kind of lined up, and then the
floor in it, and then you can see the firewall will get knocked up on it as well.